Welcome back. Let's focus on a couple of stocks. And to start off with, let's focus on clean science. Really not a very clean trade. Perhaps we can say that. Almost what happened? We were almost saying that, promoters are going to sell a large chunk of their stock. But trade was definitely not clean. Tell us what happened.
Definitely not clean enough, for sure. And the last 40-odd minutes have been anything but clean for clean sciences. Starting off, with as soon as market opened, on expected lines, the first tick that came around was the fact that 20% equity had changed hands, which was about 2 crore shares. The initial plan was for a 24% stake. And the stock fell on expected lines. The stock was down around 7%, but 10 minutes later, the details start to emerge that as much as 56% of the total equity has changed hands. Of course, nobody knows who's the buyer, who's the seller. And then around another 10 minutes later, around 9:40 is when CNBC-TV18 spoke to the management. The management confirmed to us the fact that it was a punching error that led to these extraordinary volumes. And it was punching error from the part of SparkAvendus that triggered these extraordinary volumes in the stock. And they also confirmed to us at the same time that it was only 24% equity that has changed hands. So that 2.5 crore shares that were supposed to be traded as part of the original block deal plan, that ended up becoming 6 crore shares because of this punching error that the management has cited. Of course, we still don't know who the buyer is, who the sellers are, of course, whether it's reported yesterday that the promoters were going to sell. And then look at the price action that takes place. Around about 9:50, the stock, which was at one point in the initial ticks, was down around 7.5%, recovers from the lows, turns positive and trades with gains of around 6%. And then within the next couple of minutes, gives up all of those gains and is now swinging between gains and losses of anywhere between 1% to 3%. So that is the kind of drama that has transpired with clean sciences. We'll get you more clarity as more details continue to emerge over the course of the day.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Thanks for that, Hormaz. 2 crore and 6 crore. 2 and 6 are really far away on the keyboards. I don't know how the punching error happened, but it did. And a costly one perhaps at that. Thanks, Hormaz.